Hello there, and welcome to Threefold Herbal Healing. I'm Leo Sade. I'm a clinical herbalist who usually work with people with chronic diseases. So those are people that are sick and tired of being sick and tired. And today I wanted to speak a little bit about seasonal living. Why is it important to adapt your diet, activity, movement, everything you're engaged with the season? And I'm going to focus on the summer since we are in the summer. So I hope it will help you, um, adapt your activities, your diet, everything you to the summer. So let's talk a little bit about why it is important to live seasonally. As the earth moves, the length of the day changes. We all know that. What most people don't understand is it's not just that the length of the day change, it's also the angle of the sun rays change. So the wavelengths of the sun that hit your body change, and you get different wavelengths, you get different effect on your body, and the sun waves is important in modulating your appetite, your sleep, your a lot of bodily functions. So it's very important that the angle changes. For example, we don't absorb vitamin D in the winter, even though we might be exposed to sunlight, because the wavelength is not good enough to provide us with the vitamin D that we need. Other things that change are, of course, temperature and humidity. So with all those changes in the outer ecosystem, there is an impact on the inner ecosystem, physically and emotionally. And seasonal living is basically about supporting your inner environment with food, with drink, with movement, and with other activities so your body can be nourished and adapt to the changes in the seasons. It makes sense because, for 6 million years, we lived outdoor mostly, and our lifestyle changed dramatically as the season passed. Staying connected to the season is not just about physical changes, but also about tuning in to the energy or the vibe of the season. It is about stopping, observing, and feeling the rhyme of the natural world. So that is where your connection to the natural world can actually be expressed or manifested. When we talk about being connected to nature, it's not necessarily about hugging trees, although this is a fine habit to do, but it's also about adapting your body with the cycles of nature. So what is really the vibe of nature? So ancient cultures from all around the world observed the ebbs and flow of the seasons and paid attention to details. They were looking for patterns of changes of behavior of the natural world. I work from the Western tradition. The Western tradition goes back into Europe, ancient Greek, Egypt, and it has some influences from Mesopotamia. So that's the kind of the tradition that I work with. So what I bring here is from traditional Western herbalism. And the European herbalist identified 6 foundational energetic or state that they called energetics and are hot, cold, dry, damp, relax, and tight. And each condition or each plant or each human being can be described in those terms. So let's look a little bit at, let's say, a plant could be cooling, peach leaves are cooling, but cayenne pepper is warming. Some plants can be moistening, creating dampness like marshmallow. Other plants like thyme can be drying. Um, some plants can really relax muscles, um, have less tone. One plant like that is lobelia. Other plants are more tightening tissue and are called astringent. And we are going to talk a little bit about astringent today. So let's talk a little bit about the energetics or the vibe of the summer season. Summer, not surprisingly, is associated with the fire element. In some places, summer is very dry. Think of the Sahara in Africa. Summer there is very dry. In other places, like in India, summer is actually very damp. In India, you have all those rains and monsoons that makes the season very, very damp. But all over the world, the heat of the summer has the effect of relaxing us. We are all relaxed, and it's time to just let go and have fun. So that is what summer is all about. When you talk about energetics of a season, you always talk about connection to a taste or to food. So what is really the energetic of the food or the taste that is associated with summer? Think about drinking a cold or ice lemonade in the summer, and you get a clue of how sour food and herbs can counter this relaxing effect of heat on the body. Because that relaxing effect can really make you feel fatigue, malaise, like you don't have energy to do anything, but you still want to function in the summer. So how you tighten those relaxing, you bring a little bit of tone into that relaxed mode of summer with sour food and herbs. Some sour foods and herbs might be considered, you might want to consider are berries, citrus. Citrus is important because it's not just tightening or astringent, it's also have a lot of electrolyte, which can um, kind of replenish electrolytes in the body. Because when you sweat a lot, um, you lose electrolyte, you lose salt, not just fluids, kombucha and vinegar. What's good about those sour foods and drinks is that they are astringent. Astringents tighten tissue, but also prevent leakage, like sweating. So drinking them is going to cool the body, but also tighten the tissue. So here are some ideas for foods and drinks that you might want to try in the summer. I don't like to start the stove in the summer because once you start the stove, the entire kitchen, and it feels like the entire house is hot. So I like to eat a lot of cold salad. Tzatziki made with cucumber that are cooling and yogurt that is cooling is a great idea for the summer. Tabbouleh is an Israeli salad that has a lot of parsley, and you can make the Mexican version with cilantro. Both of them are very rich with minerals that are important, like I said, in the summer. You can make a Santi from cooling herbs, lemon balm and tulsi, rose petal, peach leaves, when picked up fresh, are yummy Santi that is cooling. Peach leaves are cooling, and hibiscus that is cooling and diuretic. It can help reduce edema if the heat causes you edema. So cooling and hydrating. Another thing that I love to do is get a bunch of blueberries and raspberry, infuse them in vinegar for a week, just leave them to sit inside the vinegar for a week, and press it down, strain it after a week, and really squish it very well so all the juices mix, and then you can compost the peel and just have this berries vinegar. You can add honey to it to taste. I wouldn't make it too sweet, and then use it as a base for with sparkling water for refreshing drinks. And I used to sell that berries vinegar. I call it very berry. It was a hit because people love to do that. You can also add flowers to your salad. The part of the plant that is associated with the summer is the flower. We have a lot of flower in the summer, and it's very colorful, very beauty, and these beautiful colors of the summer are really feeding the soul. So nasturtiums, rose petals, and violets are beautiful, but they are also nourishing for the soul. You know, violets are good for moving the limbs, roses are good for the heart. It's all like food for the soul in the summer. So what to do in the summer? What kind of activities will nourish you in the summer? So like sunflowers, we chase the sun. Not literally, of course, but because sunlight is so essential for many body functions, from appetite to sleep to mood, human beings really rely on the sun. And we celebrate the sun and nature, especially in the summer when we get the opportunity to be outdoor and enjoy the sun. So you can be in the garden. You can spend time in the garden. You can go out for a camping trip. Those are all activities that are very appropriate in the summer. You can spend time outdoors by a lake or just hike a little bit. Just stock in on vitamin D because in the winter you get less chances to do that. Enjoy the abundance of vitality and growth of nature. Feel how it's primate your body. Just all these creative forces of nature are really contagious. Summer is really a good time to build an altar in the garden using sticks, stones, and dry plants. If you can't do it in the garden, you can actually do it on your dining room table. It will be beautiful. On a small tray, you can create an altar and replace some of the things as they decay and just enjoy this beauty when you eat. You might want to plant a special plant in a special spot in your garden, or carry this plant into your house, but put it by a window if you don't have a garden. One of those plants is tulsi, that in India is revered as a sacred plant, and people bring incense and a gift to the plant. So you can do the same. Have a tulsi plant and like express your gratitude to the plant and to the abundance. And tulsi is really a good one to have around anyway. Summer is also the time to follow your passion, manifest your inner fire, and follow your dreams. The organ that is associated with the summer is the heart and the circulatory system. So arteries, veins, all of that. That's a good time to support those in the summer. It's called upon us to live our comfortable, safe homes and step into adventure, try new things, explore possibilities, create from the heart. So creating from the heart means kind of letting go of boundaries, relaxing, not being afraid to be messy a little bit. You can play with finger colors. You can dig your hands in the soil. You can get really messy. You can enjoy a drumming circle. You can dance in nature. It's really about letting your soul soar and expand. Summer is about expanding. So let yourself expand. Being in tune in nature means stopping and noticing the changes in light, in temperature, in moisture, and tune into the ecosystem around you. Notice. It means taking time to be quiet in nature. As you slow down, you will observe how different seasons resonate differently within your body. You will start to have an exchange of in and out. You will develop a relationship. So this is it for today. I hope it was beneficial. I hope to see you next week as I speak about heat and how it can affect your body, how to cool your body and stay safe in the summer. See you next week. Bye.